Okay, amend it. We're playing vampire. They play semi-bad people that feed on people, but sometimes they make really bad decisions and kill people, which they have to take a stand and atone for. However, if you don't like anything that's going on, walk away, take a break, or do something, or skip the entire episode. Hi everyone, we're finishing up right now, getting ready to go. We are playing Mage today. So, it's going to be a one-shot? Well, it's not a one-shot, but it is kind of one-shot. You know, it's same characters, different scenario, and a whole lot of oh my godness. So, I'm finishing up getting ready right now. No worries on if you need to get a snack, a drink, or need to take a break. Please do so and do what you need to do. So, give us a few seconds and we'll be flipping over, okay? You guys ready? Ready? Yes? Yes? Okay. Okay, everyone, we are flipping over cameras. Say hello to everyone!
Hello.
And the Pippis. How are y'all doing?
Tired. Overworked. Underpaid.
How was your guys' break? Was it good? Okay, well, there's no.
I don't know if she's talking to us or talking to chat.
You guys.
I feel like it's us.
Yes.
Because, we're the most important things in our life.
You're not wrong. What, can you not hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good. So, yes, I'm talking to you two. Hi. How are you?
Hi. Doing good. Tired. Overworked. Underpaid.
Koopa.
Break was mediocre. Didn't play vampire at all. So, kind of miserable. Kind of jonesing,
Slightly withdrawal.
You call it withdrawal. I call
Slightly.
it murder too.
Slightly. Ma'am?
There's going to be a massive level of overcompensation this week with, magery.
Wow.
Mage-like things.
All right. Well, do you want me to just start diving into it and giving you the scenario? What's up?
Oh, hell, we know the scenario.
No, we want you to bullshit for another 20 minutes while we go through more withdrawals.
Okay, we can do that too!
I dropped a bunch of quarters into the ground. There was a massive earthquake. Bad things happen to mediocre people. The end.
Yeah. It's been 4 years, and things have changed quite a bit. Mages after the War of Chicago have been kind of sparse within the city limits after Prince Katrina did a blood hunt on them. She rained holy terror upon the technocracy and the traditions alike. It wasn't until her untimely death that the blood hunt had started to lose its appeal. Prince Kevin did not continue the blood hunt, but never officially said it was over. Most mages stayed to the suburbs or have gone to Indianapolis, Wisconsin, or St. Louis. The Joliet Chantry still remains as always, though the numbers and ranks are slowly growing after the war. There were many that had perished during the fighting. Many heads of the traditions had gone one way or another. We find the faith that put Minerva as head of the Euthanatos, and the Shaggy as a recognized leader of the Hollow Ones and the guide to new mages.
What?
Hey, dude, the trick's just to smoke a bunch of weed. Just saying.
After creating such a violent earthquake, Shaggy has also changed his life around for the better. He has gone to vaping, though not much he has use of it now. He receives more respect now from his werewolf family, and he managed to settle down in his life a bit too. A lovely redhead that goes by the nickname of Livewire. For Minerva, she's managed to help her dearly departed love into what could be considered almost an android. With the help of Mel and several Sons of Ether, Minerva's partner is almost able to live again. The question is will she ever truly be alive again? We'll never know. As the story of the 3 time-traveling vampires started to circulate, the tales made its way down to Joliet and among the supernatural. The buzz around the Chantry is that with the return of the 3 vampires, there are signs that the technocracy will come back. Many are put on high alert through the next 2 months as they wait for a sign of the technocracy to come. Of the technocracy, that the signs of something else are afoot. The dead are rising again around Joliet and near the old forgotten graveyards around the city. Upon hearing this, the Chantry had all the Euthanatos accounted for. Minerva asked to start studying the signs. It was Maka, or Micha, however you want to pronounce his name, from the Celestial Chorus. They're the many would call them the Holy Rollers. They're the ones that find magic through faith.
Jesus freaks.
It could be of any faith, actually. Yeah.
True Catholicism.
It could be Hindu, Buddhism. As long
True
as
Wicca.
That's a verbena.
Literally.
That's another tradition.
Oh.
That's what Minerva would have been if she wasn't a Euthanatos. The true witches. So anyhow, it was we'll say Micha. It was Micha from the Celestial Chorus that came to explain to Minerva it was a heavenly fight between the fallen and those on high. No deity was needed for this. It was an old debt that needed to be settled. Micha did the unthinkable. He had left the Chantry to head to Chicago to help in this war. He believed that he was doing what he should have done, what his avatar, the Archangel Michael, would have done. Face the evil and drive the enemy back to hell. And the only thing he forgot to do on his mission was to tell his cabal. For those that don't know, a cabal to mages is what a coterie is to kindred, a group of people that have gotten together to be a group of mages to work together. The cabal was formed by Allison, who had passed away a few months ago. Allison was a verbatim. They're more of the Wiccan, Druid type of mages. She was the mediator of the group, and the reasons for her death are still unknown. For what the cabal knew is that she was going to Justice, Illinois, because she had heard that there was some unnatural activity at the local Wiccan coven. Feeling the loss, the cabal has taken a few months off before the reports of the vampires came back into the time loop. As for Micha was a part of Minerva and Shaggy's cabal, and it was up to them to bring him back to Joliet. Guided by the stories of what has been gathered earlier, Micha had been going to Holy Name Cathedral in downtown Chicago. It was during the day. What could go wrong, right? Bright and early in the morning, 9 a.m., we find our mages Minerva and Shaggy getting ready to head to Chicago. Is it there, or is the blood hunt still enacted? Are there hunters watching? What if the technocracy is waiting for them just to pop back up? Let's weave a tale about magic. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi.
A lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absorbing it.
I know.
Yeah.
Hence why I'm giving you that moment. Several moments. A couple more moments.
Several months.
And the moment's gone.
So long and the short is that Allison started your cabal.
Mm-hmm.
And what had happened is that
Well, what happened was...
Misha, after Allison's death, kind of has been trying to find himself within this cabal again. He was the kind of, let's go get this thing done and let's go shoot off and do it, where Allison would be like, let's take a step back, let's find out what's going on. And she was the balance between the three of you. Well,
Right.
when she unfortunately died in justice, trying to find out some unnatural events that were occurring, that was about the time, I'd say, a couple of vampires found out that the dead were rising again. So to put it into sync, your timelines are now parallel with the current story that is being played on Vampire.
That leads to the
Okay.
question then.
Mm-hmm.
In the years that had passed, did our mages learn any dank skills?
I'm sure that you guys have gone up a bit in your powers. Yes, it's been 4 years. I'd say you'd get at least 3 dots in some. You could use 3 dots in any sphere that you choose. So you have 3 dots to put wherever you want.
Ooh.
I know, right? That's scary.
Yeah.
Being that you guys were already powerful as it was.
Well, we weren't powerful. We were just really good at what we did.
This is truth.
Okay. Points are allotted. We're good.
My points. Take a second.
I had that in mind ahead of time. Like,
I thought you were. I just wanted to kind of get that intro out of the way, so before we could, yeah. Mind you, you are both now in leadership roles.
Can't do stupid shit. Well, can't get caught doing stupid shit.
Basically, Minerva is what would be considered a primogen in her tradition, and so is Shaggy. Shaggy's kind of like a primogen position for the Hollow Ones. Cool. And pretty much he will help and guide new mages into what they're going to go into if they're lost and confused. Kind of like when you're walking into college and you're an undecided major, he helps you decide.
I'm a guidance counselor.
Yeah.
Great.
Yay.
You put Tyler in a position of being a guidance counselor. You know his answer? Dude, just smoke about it and think about it.
Yeah, well, it's not usually the most accepted range, but they're also trying to teach you more responsibility.
Yeah, you see how well that worked.
Yeah, well, hey. We're hoping Livewire kind of tempts you and kind of quells you in your...
Livewire, definitely Livewire something.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It's like getting tased, man.
Literally.
By the way, that leads to the question, we never really discussed it. For little Livewire, she's a practitioner as well?
That's up to you. You tell me.
I was curious, like...
I only wanted to...
I didn't know what backstory you kicked her direction, so...
I didn't, I wasn't sure what you'd be comfortable with, so I just wanted to know if he would be involved. So then I kind of just threw it in there. I didn't say if you were married or not. I just kind of let it open so you can develop that relationship how you feel. It would probably
be an open, free love kind of thing. Like, in and out of each other's doors.
Okay. Then, I mean, you make her as you want to. Just don't, OP her. That's fine.
Just don't what?
OP her. Make her OP.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't planning on it.
Yeah. Other than that,
this is Mage. Everybody dies.
You're not wrong. This is truth.
I digress. Yeah. All right, cool. So, fall out of Livewire's bed that next morning.
My surprise face.
Sneak out, leave $5 cab fare on the...
Wow.
All right, my bad. I'll conjure a 20 spot.
Wow.
While I sneak out of my own,
out of your own
one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, my own one-bedroom apartment. What would be to conjure money?
Conjure money? I would assume you'd have a job, so you would have already had that in your wallet.
Okay, all right, yeah, I'll pull that out of my pocket then and be like,
I don't want to get into conjuring money. That just leads to way too many ethical questions.
Yeah.
No, Tyler identifies as the United States government. It's specifically Department of Treasury. Joke's on everyone else.
Okay. I'm not sure if I should know the one or not, but all right.
It's bullshit. There's no Department of Treasury up in
Jesus.
Chicago.
Well, no, actually, there is a Treasury Department in Chicago.
Oh.
You are incorrect on that one. Being that I actually was taught by a Treasury Department officer, yes.
Okay. Don't tase me.
I'm not. I
made a joke. It's bad. I assume there's a Treasury Department in all 50 states, except for Hawaii, because their money melts.
But it. So while you're all waking up, by the way, from Nerva, your what was her name? I don't even remember anymore. But that's okay.
I don't remember either.
That's okay. We'll call her Sheila.
That was so not the name.
I know.
Look at the teeth on that Sheila.
I know, right? I don't remember. I think it was like Katie or something like that.
Something like that.
It was probably Karen.
Kathy.
No,
Sarah.
Backstory. Like I can search.
Sarah.
Maybe.
Sarah. I'm putting money on it with Sarah.
Was it Sarah?
I'm like tangled. Can we not tell that I don't remember things?
Letting Google Docs load. It's like page 10 or something. Our Google Doc is ridiculous.
You're not wrong. I'm just gonna make the hat. I'm not gonna worry about this.
It was Sarah.
Yay! I remember things. Okay.
Damn! Judy remembers.
So Sarah's body
Hi, Brutus.
is more of a silicone-based AI form. Think Data, but more of but completely a woman,
Okay.
and more flesh-toned. And she can talk and move the body and everything. With her spirit was bound into the body.
Okay.
So it's kind of like she's in a body, and she is a person, but she stays inside a lot and doesn't really go outside.
Right.
Because, well, yeah. So, hello. What did I do now?
Here's the guy who's just in the nick of time. What does that make us?
Big damn heroes, sir.
Ain't we just?
By the way,
People sing. Singing
Sorry,
a
I
song
just
of
watched.
angry
I just
rage.
watched Brutus go
It's the theme of a
and
people who
try
will
to
not
get
be
his
blamed
bride through
again.
this much space in the
Aw.
door.
what color do you want, Mystic, for your star? Green? Blue? Purple?
Purple.
There you go.
Right, because
That's money.
I could totally tell that from the way he was looking at me. Okay, I got purple
I
out.
always pick purple.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Good
would
stuff.
pick purple. And then, I was kind of like, I was pointing to nerdy on my screen because her hair, I figured that would be a
6,
giveaway.
7,
but-
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
or your
16.
top. I mean, either way, like, there's purple in both your persons.
Yes, but when you're like this, I really can't see where the fuck you're pointing to because I'm not looking at your screen.
Okay, don't chase me. Put it down.
Judy's got some anger issues today. Damn.
I'm never angry. I'm happy. I'm just slightly sarcastic.
Fucking shit.
Her
You're
mages
never
are going to
angry.
use counterspell the entire time.
This is true. So that's what you're. If you're waking up and you're kind of if you're curled up with her or whatever, however you were gonna.
Oh, yeah.
I
I want to grab a shower before I leave.
yeah, that would be appropriate.
Yeah.
So
Scrubbing, I never feel clean.
how are you waking up, Nerdy?
One eye at a time.
12, 1 second. Okay. I would definitely would I wake up in bed next to Sarah?
Up to you.
Would she lay down?
Yeah, the body, the android body is functioning like a human body. The only thing is that think like did you ever see Bicentennial Man?
No.
Oh God, that was an excellent movie.
Have you played Detroit Becomes Human?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, think Kara,
Okay.
where she does have to power down, but she
Yeah.
can power down just by sleeping and whatnot.
Yeah. Well then, yeah, I would wait next to Sarah.
Okay.
Give her a hug. Get up. Get ready. Out the door.
Okay.
Because responsibilities.
Yeah.
Try to look at iced coffee out of the fridge on the way out. like the bottled Starbucks.
And she would probably get up and make sure that she made you a brown paper sandwich bag for lunch because she didn't know how long you'd be. You know, trying to be, you know, conscientious of what you do, but, you know, what you also need.
Yeah.
Be like, here you go, and, you know, kind of like give you a kiss on the cheek and wave you off, saying, have a good day, try not to kill anyone. Kind of jokingly. Kind of like jokingly, because she knows that sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
And of course, Livewire is kind of like sleeping because it was a long night for them.
Out on my side of the bed now. Just take up the whole thing.
It's like, this is my bed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And she's just like completely out because of whatever you guys did the night before.
All the things.
Okay, well there you go.
So many safe words were had.
Were any of them used?
Probably not.
Gonna scrawl a quick note on a sticky and put it on top of the 20, and then lay it on top of her forehead before I leave instead of the thing, because I'm like, she won't see it if she looks over. She doesn't pay attention to that shit.
What's the note?
I did. Well, a ditz. The ditz. She's a ditz. She's my ditz.
Yeah, and it's probably like, honey, we need more milk, bread, and eggs. Here's a
No,
20 to go get it.
Going out to do fun things. Back soonish. Text if needed.
Okay.
Pull out the vape
So I
from
go
my
to the
bottom
chantry.
drawer.
No,
Yes.
the chantry hasn't changed much in style since things have happened. But many more mages, as they're coming in and out and finding their own way, it's actually, when you walk in, it looks like it's being a lived-in house. People are up eating breakfast or watching the news. Some are studying in the study. Squiggles is actually at the kitchen table typing on her thing, having a Starbucks, just kind of chilled out, which is something many people haven't seen in a long time, like chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's just sitting there typing, and she'll give you, kind of like this.
Plop down next to Squigs.
She kind of gives you a Han Solo, like, what's up?
What we got going on today?
She gives you a big, deep sigh.
Oh, that much fun, is it?
She
Well,
kind
thank
of gently pushes one. It's a piece of parchment.
Okay.
And she slides it open to you, and she goes, I found it underneath my door this morning.
Okay.
And it's from Mitcha,
Okay.
which you haven't seen in like a couple weeks because he's been on his own meditating.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it says, Dear Minerva and Shaggy, I know by the time you read this, I'm already halfway to Chicago. I want to let you know I'm going to do what I can to try and stop what's going on. If you don't hear from me in a couple of days, it's probably for the best. And it's got this little heart, like a little tiny attempt at a man drawing a heart. And it says M.
Pick up my phone, hit Tyler's number.
You don't get
Mhm.
an answer. Tyler walks in the bathroom and uses the trick that Rach taught him. And he's going to teleport to the chantry.
Which he happens to find himself in Squig's bathroom. Thank God she's not in it.
Yeah. So I imagine that's going to be correspondence, matter, prime, and time.
No correspondence
That
doesn't
was just
matter.
Correspondence, yeah.
No prime whatsoever.
Because you're not conjuring something out of thin air at the moment.
Okay.
Free
I'm just
dial.
moving myself and my body.
Yes.
And everything attached to my body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the DC?
Oh God, I'd say 6 at least. No big deal.
2 successes.
Yep. You will find yourself kind of like Kronk like this in Squigs' shower a little bit. Because you forgot to realize that Squigs is a small human and so she has small shower. But as you kind of like kick open the door and tumble out, into the
Your phone is
bathroom.
going insane.
Your phone is
Vibrating.
vibrating worse than some porn star's vibrator. And you get out of her bathroom, of Squeaks' bathroom, you realize you're in Squeaks' room because of all the Star Wars, Star Trek, Matrix, and all this weird sci-fi shit all over the room.
Well, it's not often that I'm in this place, so I'm gonna do some redecorating.
Okay.
I'm gonna transform a TIE fighter into a Baby Yoda
Okay.
on a string,
Okay.
and then I'm going to subsequently leave. So I imagine that's gonna be matter and prime,
No, that is matter completely.
just pure matter.
Yeah, because you're using matter to reformat a shape into something else. So that's pure matter.
Alright, what's the difficulty?
Oh god, I'd say 5 because you're turning something in another and changing the color and shit. And it's not that terribly difficult.
3 successes.
Yeah, you turn it into a Baby Yoda. How
And I
actually,
walk out.
You know Junie was going to let that one through. Anyway.
actually, you don't just make that TIE fighter a Baby Yoda. You have changed your entire ceiling of floating objects all into Baby Yodas.
Oh fuck. That's not gonna end well.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
I just start pointing at him, trying to change him back. Hey, I think that's what a Millennium Falcon looks like. I think that's what an X-Wing looks like. I think that's what a Y-Wing looks like.
And while you're doing that, it's still turning into Baby Yoda because it's originally what you were thinking of.
Oh god. 2 successes, 3 successes, 1
Squigs,
success.
he's not answering his phone.
Oh, fuck it. Alright. Just walk out. Oh, I'm having an off day. Should have hit it before I left.
You're
Walk down the Chantry hallway, down towards the Commons room.
well, you have to go down the stairs into the
Yeah.
major part of the room. Yeah.
No.
So you're starting to go down the stairs, and you're starting to hear Minerva get kind of aspirated, and you'll hear Squeaks go, "Well, while you're finding Druggy,
Wow, that's what you call me? When I'm not near you?
what
My
she
voice booms down the hallway.
you made it." And she'll go, I'm finding Misha right now, and he's somewhere where you shouldn't be.
I didn't think that I needed to answer it.
Em decided to
I
go
knew I was gonna
solo.
see it here anyways. What? What do you mean solo?
He's on his way to Chicago.
He
He's
didn't-
not already in Chicago.
Wait, who's in Chicago?
Our
Oh.
other
Yeah,
Cabal
homeboy.
member?
Yeah, homeboy. Yeah.
You decided to play solo without your Wookiee.
Son of a bitch. Sorry about the Baby Yodas. We should go check up on him.
What Baby Yodas?
You'll
what
find
Baby
out.
Yodas?
You don't have to worry about it. I made a mistake.
What do you mean you're doing? What'd you do?
Is this really the topic we want to talk about right now?
Not
when
really.
someone
So-
could be dying or dead?
Yeah.
Nope, I got a
Everybody-
heartbeat. I got a heartbeat.
everybody,
I got a heartbeat.
You have a heartbeat. Okay, so not dead.
Not
But
dead,
died.
but he's in Chicago
He
where
thinks he's gonna die.
he could die.
I passed Tyler.
You do realize here, and she'll swing her laptop around, and she has footage on one of the little monitors showing the rising of the dead and the zombies. And this is an injustice. And she goes, this is what I was looking at when Allison kind of stopped being Allison.
Alive.
Yeah. And I think he saw a couple of things and then decided to go. Because there was another 3 hits
We have to go grab him.
2 weeks ago
We have to go grab him.
in 3 different cemeteries, and he found out. And then he found out that vampires were fighting against them.
Which vampires?
The 3. They're back.
Poor them. Why is it always them?
But this time,
Stooges, man.
they were dragged into it. From what I saw from the security feeds, they weren't a part of it.
Dragged. How do you get dragged into that?
Why are we getting dragged into filing Misha?
Because he dragged himself into that.
See? Exactly. Hey, we're looking.
Look, okay.
I'm
He better
worried
be alive when we find him so I can kill him myself.
because I'm just hoping we don't have to deal with the getting them into the puppies.
Did you learn how to bring them back
Puppies.
at least, just in case?
Oh.
After you kill them?
Oh, I don't deal with that. I could put him in the Matrix.
Hi, but I do.
That's why I'm asking. Did you learn that? Based on your shitty grin, yeah. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna take a hit outside and then we can roll.
Hold on. Come here. Come here. Come on, Shags. Just bend down a little.
I take a knee. What's up, coach?
She goes right into your shoulder. You took a hit. You're done.
Not the hit. Not the droid I was looking for. Nice try, though.
Come on. Do we
She
have
walked
to...
out the main way.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
We're gonna wait
exit.
another 5-10 minutes before he's done dragging.
No, I don't think it'll take that long. He knows this is important. He's getting better about that.
I hope so. I mean,
Let me know about the time that I hit the door.
yeah, I would say you're gonna have about 3 to 4 minutes to be able to drag before you get Squigs kind of like coming outside and she's got her...
No, just how far away is the door to the exit to where they are? Like,
Say a couple feet.
okay, yeah, so go outside, break out the pin.
Yeah, start hitting it. And by that time, you...
Just one and I walk right back in. Alright, chums, let's do this.
Told you.
Oh, God. Okay, good. Yay for vaping. It's much better than the other stuff. That took forever for you to do.
It's just because I had to clean up after myself. This is so much...
I know. It's good. It's more streamlined.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so, where's Chicago? Do we know where in Chicago?
Okay.
Obviously do. God damn.
Hold on. So what she does is she pulls out a tablet. She hands it to Minerva. And she goes, when you get in your car, plug that into the USB port and put it upwards. Then she turns and puts her laptop into her backpack and hands it to Shaggy.
Okay. I don't like where this is going.
And what she does is she goes, okay, when you guys get in the car, make sure, you're powering up and driving okay, but turn on this little button, and it looks like, the button looks like a power play button on the Xbox.
Okay.
Okay?
Where is this located? On the tablet?
Right, it's like the upper right-hand corner. And she goes, okay. And so what she does is she takes her finger, puts it into the USB port, and you literally see her digitize herself and go into the tablet.
I will never get used to
Yeah,
that.
that doesn't get... Yeah, me either. Look at any user to watch.
The question is,
Like-
is she really in the Matrix, or are we in the Matrix, dude?
And then on the screen it types, I'm always here!
I was gonna say it was more like a Pokeball.
Then you see you see a text box come up and go, ooh, didn't think about that.
Yeah, Mom never let me have pets. Anyways.
Then you see her go,
Mom weren't pet.
you'd see Squiggles type and go, that's because your mom was afraid you'd catch all your cousins. LOL, LOL.
Pretty sure she was afraid my kids were gonna eat them. As we walk out, alright, which car was ours? Which one? Did you bring one?
That black one. With the tinted windows.
SUV?
It's a 4-door just car. I don't car. Love.
Car.
Name a nice 4-door small car.
67 Impala.
Not Impala. I don't know.
I mean,
Something that's
what is
commonplace.
the price
and
point
nice.
we're going
I-
for?
Nice.
Bentley Continental. Done.
I'm essentially Primogen. I could roll with that.
It's
Okay,
a
it's Bentley.
2015 Lexus luxury car.
Worse.
No, I'm going with Bentley.
Oh, you're going with a Bentley? Okay.
I'm going with Bentley.
Okay. Well, my car is a 2015 black Lexus then. Let's
Yeah.
go with that. I like that.
So
That's
are
a
we
nice
taking
model.
yours or are we taking mine?
Mine's at home, so.
So we're taking mine.
Yeah. Shotgun.
Well, being that Minerva has to drive, that's kind of, a given.
Yep. I didn't want you to make it feel like you were being my chauffeur.
Get in, get the car started, get going, do all the things that we were told to do by Swigs.
I do the only thing that I know how to do.
Sleep.
Seatbelt.
Seatbelt.
So what happens when you plug everything in? You see the Squigs manipulates a map, and you see a routing that is taking you to Holy Name Cathedral in Chicago.
Why did he go there? Any insight?
We'll find out once we get there.
You guys know that he's severe, even though he's Celestial Chorus, he is Christian in the sense of he believes in the Christian theology a bit, but he is far more angelic or Enochian.
Gotta love Enochians.
Let's just hope he's okay. Drive. Talk about random bullshit. Try to find out about the Baby Yodas.
Yeah, kind of tripped. I only meant to make one of her TIE fighters a Baby Yoda because, they're on season 6 of this shit. Like, I'm just eating it up.
No, she can hear you, right?
All of a sudden you see a text message pop up and go, "You did what to my TIE fighters and fuck? Listen here, I will turn everything you own into something you've never seen before. Do you like crate dragons? Question mark."
I didn't see any Baby Yodas in your thing. I just thought you'd like one. But, I tripped.
No.
Well,
Now,
you're
how
kind of
many
off
does
right
she
now.
have?
How many is the squadron?
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
No, that's the answer. How many is a squadron? I don't know. I didn't count before I walked out.
Well, she had about 12 TIE fighters, 12 X-Wings, Millennium Falcon. She had a couple of planets. It looked like she had
Was all of it Yoda or just the ship?
all of it was Yoda.
Just a few of them. I mean, probably most of them. I don't remember. It was definitely a squadron or 2.5.
And a half.
Yeah, and you see the typing go, and a half, question mark?
I don't know how to quantify planets.
So how does a Baby Yoda that's also half TIE fighter wear pants?
Oh, no,
That meme's still up
they
there?
weren't hybrids. They weren't hybrids. They were just Baby Yodas hanging from strings.
Okay.
It was actually kind of disgusting. Like, I kind of feel bad because I feel like it's a Yoda killing field now. They're all just hanging there.
Okay, I did Wikipedia you guys a thing of Holy Name Cathedral, so you could see just how close it is to the loop. And to the loop.
So very close to where we're normally used to operating anyway.
Correct. And I will give you a really fast Google Maps so you guys can see at your leisure that you are actually right now you're in Ventrue territory, just so you guys know.
Would we understand that?
You probably would not unless you've got vampire lore. If you have Camarilla lore of 3, or vampire lore or 5.
I have
Banging a former vampire?
I am.
That's why.
Banging a former vampire?
I do have vampire lore of 4.
Okay, then you would know.
I have area knowledge 3.
That's in. You still have to have the thing of vampire. Your area knowledge is Joliet, Romeoville,
And some mages. Magery stuff.
mage stuff, and you actually know more about Garou. You know more about werewolves Garou than any of the other mages. You're the liaison between the mages and the Garou, and the local packs. So
That's fair.
just so you know,
I know from Gwen, the information of what's going on currently. Like, is that how I would have this knowledge? Is through Gwen, so I would know that we need to be careful because the prince is Ventrue.
if you talk to her, yes, she would actually give that information.
Okay.
Probably basic information sharing between the two of y'all because y'all are
Yeah.
friendly-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would relay that we need to be careful here. Not vampires we're normally on the side of.
Are we really on any other sides?
Sometimes. I am. Regularly.
Still on the fence. I just don't like things that don't breathe.
I'm gonna pull the car over and just stare at him for just a second.
Hey, I helped you with that one. That's a
You
different
did.
story.
You did.
I did that because it would make you happy and you scare me.
As I should. Keep going.
You'll see Squiggles turn around and say, "She doesn't scare me."
In her tablet.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Squigs,
just swiveling
Squigs.
around on a 3D fucking display.
Squigs, that should scare you too sometimes.
She's silver surfing herself through the fucking internet.
So, well, it's
While
driving.
driving,
Mhm.
I don't know the proper way to go about it as a mage,
Mhm.
but I know that based on previous experiences, I should be able to. I want to kind of see things that are hidden.
Mhm.
I just, so I can be visually prepared for anything that might come our direction.
Sure. Give me a moment.
I'm not sure if that would be under abilities or sphere.
Give me a minute.
Mostly I'm looking for, like,
I
vamps and stuff.
sounds
that are
like
off the
entropy. It sounds like entropy.
I know what he wants to do. I have to pull out the mage manual.
Yeah.
Give me a
They
minute.
write books for this shit?
I know, right? Shocking.
No, it wouldn't be
No.
interesting.
Correspondence.
Correspondence
Yeah.
and possibly prime as a base.
Yeah, give me a second.
Like, it's not things I'm good at, but
Alright, I just had to pull up, yeah, no, correspondence does scrying, warding, conjuring, and things like that.
okay.
So, you want...
I feel like that's
You're wanting to do you're doing sense, touch, thickening, reaching through space, correspondence sensing, correct?
sure.
You'll still have a lot of things there.
Yeah. I feel like that's accurate, though. So that'd be correspondence matter prime time?
No, just correspondence.
Only correspondence?
There is only correspondence for this. Because, actually, well, if
You
you...
literally said time.
No, I said, well, time is only if you're rewinding things or not. But right now it looks like you're that and piercing space.
I mean, piercing space because they're behind a veil. Would that still be correspondence?
Well, piercing space. Now the mage can tear holes into space.
Nope, not that one.
Hold on, listen. Large enough to step through. These mirrors gates are small and temporary, but they allow the character to step through if you want to do that. However, you're scooping out new locations, things like that. Otherwise, you're doing sensing touch, where a mage can now extend their senses across intervenal space, sensing things in other locations, such as extensions, however, leaving minor ripples in space, the kind noticed by rank 1 correspondence. Fortunately, you can use thickening space to cover those tracks. Each success used in doing so deducts 1 success from the roll for the character who is trying to spy on you, which nobody is at this moment. If by adding life or matter to rank 2 correspondence, the mage can grasp small items or organisms, a house cat sized or smaller.
Throw things with mage hand within matter.
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
that's simple.
Yeah,
So,
prime you don't need.
The only thing I'm trying to do is augment my sight so I can sense the unseen.
Then that would be correspondence 2.
Correspondence 2. I have correspondence 2 and I got 1 success.
You can scry a bit in front of you. You can't pierce completely into it.
Yeah. Just enough, like Shaggy's on edge.
Right, exactly. So it takes you about an hour to get into Chicago, and as you roll in. You're rolling into so you're rolling in, and you're rolling in through 55. So you get off at LSD, Lakeshore Drive, for those that don't. And what you're gonna do is, as Squigs is telling you which way to go, you're gonna go off onto Superior, and it takes you about a couple of streets, and you're at North State Street, where as you turn right, you turn right into the front of Holy Name Cathedral.
Okay.
And what you
He's still here, Squigs, or has he moved?
And what you're gonna see is, as the map moves to where your current position is, you see the
Does it shift out to a 3D layout on the inside?
No, actually, what does, it goes into a 2-day layout, and it actually spreads between the four different maps of the church, and you see what looks like a small pulsing beacon on the top of the church, like in the most highest rafters.
That's him. He's in the rafters.
You see a type thingy going, I think so.
Why is he hanging around?
His avatar is a fucking archangel. What else do you think he's gonna do?
Walk through the house of worship like he owns the place.
What do you think he's up in the rafters for?
That's ominous.
It's usually ominous with him.
I know what I'm gonna do.
You know what we probably should have done? We probably should have texted him going, hey, are you okay?
How are you?
If you want to do that, I got an idea. It's not a good one.
Can we text him first and then try your maybe not good idea?
Yes. Yes, you can. I pulled a
Okay.
quarter out of my pocket.
Oh, we are not doing quarters again.
No.
That fucks
It's
some shit
different.
up.
It was a good idea at the time. It saved lives. I want to spread it out so like it's a thin sheet of metal.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no idea what magic that would be.
If you're
Probably
altering matter, it's matter.
Just pure matter.
It's
Okay.
pure matter.
Yeah, I want to flatten it out into like small, very thin plates, almost aluminum mass.
Mm-hmm. You're altering the shape of an object, therefore it is matter.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
If you're doing a quarter, I'd say probably a 5, nothing higher, because it's literally a small piece of a.
3 successes.
Yeah, you flatten it out, no big deal.
Okay. How big does it flatten out to be? About the palm size of my
However, you have 3 successes. Make it as big as you want.
Yeah, size of my palm, like a very small hand mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to kind of use it as a scrying tool to see what's on the inside of the church. Opposite end of the rafters of where he should be located.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to roll correspondence again.
Not my strong suit.
You keep taking the stuff for correspondence.
I screwed something up.
And your text does not get answered, by the way. Nerdy.
Okay.
3 successes.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to see him talking to somebody in the rafters. And you see, Misha is normally dressed impeccably. Suit, tie, very, very well done. Very well dressed. You see him disheveled. You see his coat's not on. You don't see his tie. And you see the white business shirt that he normally wears.
Yeah.
Torn, his shirt's torn off, and you see the undershirt, like I
start pointing and I'm like, you should watch the TV.
and you see these huge ass wings, and it looks like he's been already in a bloody fight.
Damn, Cass did work.
And his hands, he's holding 2 swords, and one is flaming.
Cass did a lot of work. So he's talking with somebody up in the rafters. Let's go in and save the day. You know what we're getting into. I crack the metal quarter, fold it back into my hand, and matter it back into a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Crack my fingers.
4 sucks.
And I'd like to use.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to alter complex life patterns to try to give myself wings.
Okay.
She's gonna be a dark pixie again.
That means
It's life 4
it's life 4 with matter.
with matter.
With matter. Because you are actually taking your matter and you're forming wings.
What's my difficulty?
Oh shit, you're gonna be a 7 or at least an 8.
Did you need help?
So 4 gets me, right?
4, you are able to actually. Now here's my question: what kind of wings are you doing?
Nothing fancy.
Fairy wings, eagle wings, angel
Something
wings.
I can fly with. If I can make it look like pixie wings, then I'm gonna make it look like pixie wings for flavor. But
Okay.
Something I can fly with.
So then what you will get with is more of a pixie, but they're sturdy and they come right out from the center. But as they come out, you're going to feel your whatever you're wearing ripping open to get these wings at flight so that they can expand. And you're going to feel some of your skeletal structure of your spine coming out to support them so that you can use them to fly.
What the fuck?
I can do shit.
Why did you do it in the car? Are you gonna be able to get those out of the door?
I let them lay flat. I grabbed my jacket out of the back seat.
Never gonna get used to that either. Open the door, get out to the sidewalk.
Throw the
Keep my
jacket
quarter in my
on.
hand.
Get out.
Okay.
I guess we're going in.
Misha has not responded back to your texts, just so you know.
I figured out how you're getting up there.
Jumping. Jumping.
Oh, I feel like mine's more fun.
Yeah, but I can land if I fall. Somebody tears your wing, you're just gonna go bug splat. And open the door.
Wow, ominous.
Yes, we go in. How many people do we see in the church?
Stay close to the door. On the
Give me a minute.
inside.
We'll find out. Mind
Do
you,
we
this
see
is during the...
Then in the rafters.
No, you actually have to go up to... You're going into ground... Yeah. You're going into ground level. There's 2 floors up for you.
Okay.
Okay, there is a group of 5 people, but they're all not together. And it's more of like, the cathedral staff, just doing what they normally have to do.
Okay.
So they're
Do we
not...
see sets of stairs near the front door?
Well, when you go in, you know immediately right to your right there are stairs to go up into like that second kind of part for the pews and whatnot. But from those stairs, you could go up if it's not restricted.
Restricted or not, I'm gonna go up those stairs. When has restricted stairs ever mattered?
You're not wrong.
Want to do 2 things before we scamper up there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bend light around me, so I'm effectively invisible.
Okay.
I think that's going to be correspondence, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's the thing I should probably do too.
You're correct on this.
Is it just correspondence?
Give me one moment. I can only do one thing at a time. I'm trying to actually...
Oh, forces, because force would be bending.
Force and correspondence, because you're also using that. Yeah.
That's better than one die.
Difficulty,
You're bending things, I would say about 6, yeah. That sounds right.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Okay. You guys both can do it, but mind you, somebody who has stronger things like obfuscate or something will be able to see you.
Yeah.
Normal mortals cannot see you right now.
Which is the goal.
Right.
And it's gonna do a little party trick, because it's not life, it's bone. I want to strengthen my bones.
Okay. That's matter. It's matter in life.
Yeah. Difficulty
6.
2 successes again.
They're not going to be as strong as you were hoping for, but they will be thicker than normal.
Yeah, enough where not so much, I'm not going for thick so much as reinforcing. So
Okay.
more like condensed down.
Okay.
It's still the same size, so they have more.
It's not
more
gonna
steel-esque.
kind of. I would give you with the 2 successes.
Strong iron.
I give strong iron, but just think of it this way: is that a human wouldn't be able to, but any supernatural would still be able to.
Break it.
Right.
It'd just be enough protection. Just in case.
You're like making a fortitude 1 right now.
Exactly. Like
Okay.
slight buff. Like,
Okay.
Alright. And then I'm gonna start running up the stairwell.
Okay.
Same.
Trying to mask my steps as I go.
Mhm.
So I guess that's gonna be stealth.
Yes, you
I'm
will.
walking quietly up the stairs because stairs. Oh wait, no.
What's the,
I take the jacket off and I fly up the stairs.
Wondering when you were going to do that.
What's the difficulty for the
Invisible
stealth?
It would be stealth plus dexterity.
Right, or what's the difficulty?
6.
You suck.
Okay, you're quiet. Good job.
Still palming the quarter as I'm running up.
And it takes you it takes Minerva half the time it does you to get up there. And by the time Minerva gets up there, you see Misha with the flaming sword trying to put it towards a woman's neck. And it looks like the woman's gotten as much as she's been giving. And he, in this very booming kind of voice, almost like when he's turned almost angelic, he's telling her that she has to stop this now. And she said that she is telling him that she can't. I need from both of you intelligence plus awareness. No, wits plus awareness.
Oh, we haven't had that in a while. Alright, so that's gonna be. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty?
This is a 5.
2 sucks.
5.
Minerva knows her in a moment. She knows exactly who this woman is.
Who is she?
She is a doctor that you've seen working at St. Joe's many, many times over not only first responders, police officers, but many of the mages that weren't able to be saved by Mel. This woman was referred to her, and she's friends of many people, and you know her rather well.
Okay.
Shaggy, you would know of her, and she might have even worked on you a couple of times, in various battles and whatnot.
Yeah, enemy of our group right now, though, so different perspective.
No. As Shaggy, she might have been your doctor. Yeah.
There'd be a slight recognition, but
Right.
from his perspective, like, he's got his sword at her throat. He's
Right.
our friend.
Right. But you guys know her.
Yeah.
And she just kind of
Okay.
looks at him, and then she looks past to see you two. She makes you could see she's beaten up. You could see her clothes are torn. You could see her medical jacket's torn. You can see there's blood, things like that.
I fly up to the rafters. Not close enough that I could get hit.
Mhm.
Like 2 rafters over
Mhm.
Here to help.
and land lightly.
And she just looks at him going, I can't stop. I can't do this until I see it through. She has to die. Yes.
Who has to die?
Real briefly.
I actually say that.
Yeah. I'm gonna step back and start something ritual-esque.
Mhm.
I'm gonna PM you about it.
Okay. She'll turn around and ooh, hi, that didn't work. That's not what I want. Okay. She'll look to Minerva when she says that, and she'll go, "You don't know. This is something older than you will ever know or understand."
Help me understand who has to die.
She takes a moment and looks to Misha. Misha's just like, "Don't do this. Don't do it. This is wrong." And from what she just takes this deep, deep breath and sighs. And she looks over to Minerva and she goes, Sybil has to.
What's a Sybil?
Misha just grunts for a moment. And he says, it's not what, it's who.
Okay. Who?
A woman who reneged on a deal thousands of years ago.
If she reneged on a deal, why doesn't she need to die?
She promised us her soul and she needs to deliver.
Would her dying help that?
It's preferable.
Then why don't you want her to die? I'm confused. You ran off?
The doctor just looks to Misha and Misha just grunts. And he just slams her up against a wall.
When that happens,
Mm-hmm.
the channeling I've been doing,
Yes.
how many turns would you say that had been through that conversation? 6 seconds, 2 moves, 3 moves?
She talked, then he talked, then she talked, then he talked. That was about 3, almost 4 turns.
Okay. For the first 2, I wanted to reinforce.
Mm-hmm.
First roll's 5, second roll's a 6,
Mm-hmm.
third roll's a 6,
Mhm.
fourth roll is a 5.
Mm-hmm.
The moment he slams her, the rafters are going to bend around her,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to be reinforced to whatever extent the first 2 rolls are,
Okay.
binding her up against that wall.
Mm-hmm. All right. So she is now, as she gets slammed into the wall, you see the rafters come, wrap around her, and hold her into place. And she starts to cackle and laugh, thinking, you really think this is going to stop me?
Just goes to slow you down.
Misha just grunts and goes, you two don't know who you're dealing with or what you're dealing with. And again, she cackles.
Tighten a little bit more.
I need a willpower roll from you, Mystic.
I got 7. What's the difficulty?
You're going against an 8 right now.
How to figure 2 successes.
2, 4, 6, 8. With your will, as you are holding her, you feel your own will and yours,
Flashing.
but you also feel that she is extending her arms out like this, bending the rafters around her, forcing them back.
When I feel that happening, the walling behind her,
Mm-hmm.
I want to use as almost javelins to shoot through her,
Mm-hmm.
or to thrust through her.
Okay.
What should I roll for that?
You would be, oh my god, you'd be
That'd be
doing,
matter, correspondence, forces, because I'm manipulating matter, thrusting it through her, through the movement. And
matter and forces, but also prime because you are trying to create something.
Yeah,
And some of this is going to be pulled out of air.
yeah, that's against her difficulty, probably still 8.
You're looking at a 9 right now.
Oh, fuck me, son.
Because you're holding one ritual already.
One success!
Okay, what happens is you lose your hold on your first spell.
Fuck it, that's fine.
And you javel one of them almost right through her for a moment.
Bend it back around the moment it goes through.
And she just looks directly right at you, Mystic.
And I'm gonna catch on fire.
I need another willpower save.
Still an 8?
This is a 9.
I'm just trying to talk. Damn.
This is a 9.
I'm just trying to talk.
He's getting hurt though. One success!
Let me just
How many?
stab her with a rafter.
What?
You have 1 success.
That's all I need.
Yeah, it makes it not a failure.
Oh god.
Oof.
I'm still barely holding on.
Okay, I've got 5 successes. So all she does is look at you, reach out her hand, and you feel your soul getting pulled out of your body.
Not my skill set.
I would like to stop that. Thank you very much.
You literally feel your soul getting pulled out of your body.
No.
Let's see. Yep. Yep. I would
What's
like
my
to
avatar
stop
have to say
that.
about that?
Roll.
Your avatar is pissed because she's pulling your avatar out of your body.
Spirit and what, please?
You are looking at
Life?
spirit and forces at the moment.
Spirit and forces.
Yes.
Okay. Gonna burn a willpower to add a die, because all the help I can get.
You're not wrong.
What's my difficulty?
Your difficulty in your stopping her is a 7.
Gonna roll a willpower.
Tyler's dead, isn't he?
No. All the help I can get.
So dead.
Haha. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 successes.
You manage to, as you see her going like this and pulling his body out, pulling his avatar and his soul out, what you do is you're turning around and you literally cut that tie, that tether, as she was pulling it out.
Yeah.
Oh, you
No.
fucked up. I just want to rip her to shreds.
You-
Batter her out of existence.
You might, hold on.
I might not want to do that.
Yeah, you might not want to do that. Misha turns around and again is going to try and slam her with the flaming sword.
She's being held by one spear right now. She can't dodge easy.
Don't say that to the storyteller.
I'm just reiterating a fact.
So I need you all to give me I need you both to give me a willpower check. You are dealing with a difficulty of 9.
Still a 1.
1.
What happens is that after that is severed, she looks at the both of you, and Misha goes, "Oh shit." She takes that thing that the javelin that you did. She rips it out of her body, and you see her body metamorph. Thank you, because words can't come out of my mouth. And you see her change into what looks like a huge ass demon spawn.
As she's transforming, because I imagine that is a move.
That is a more
That can have a counter move.
okay. You've seen how they do it in World of Warcraft, right? Where it's boom, I'm done. Well, no. All it is literally she poofs, and her body changes.
Oh, so it's not a slow metamorphosis
No,
then.
it's
instant. Everything shatters.
I just turned around and dropped my. Yeah, I just turned. It's like you dropping your shroud from.
Yeah.
So she immediately drops it, and you see this demon-like creature, which literally puts the fear of God into you right now. Hence why you've only gotten 1 success. So you are literally both freaking the fuck out and scared beyond your mind. You see Misha
Wonderful.
try to thrust his sword into her, where she then jumps over both of you and jumps down and tries to run out of the church.
Scared out of our minds.
Yeah.
1 success does not give you much to play with on this, because you are literally seeing something you've never seen before, and that it's like humans seeing a werewolf. They go into this complete terror state where they can't do anything.
Yep. So I haven't said to do anything. Yeah.
I know. So he's scared-ish.
No, he's terrified. Deathly afraid.
Like, he knows things exist, but he doesn't like that thing exists.
Well, this is basically showing you that all the things that wherever you thought were a myth are real. And it's that culture shock and that huge shock of going, oh fuck, if an angel and a demon are real, what else is real?
I don't want to let it escape, but I'm scared shitless, so I'm going to throw my quarter at it.
That's nice. Okay.
Okay.
She kind of just goes. She runs. Misha, who has seen this before, however, he's fighting his own demons or his own problem right now.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, he turns and just growls like there's a deep primal growl. And his wings expand and he throws his swords down. And he's like, I almost had her.
Tried. How
You
close
don't
did that
essentially give
coordinate
us a
work?
suicide note and expect that we're not going to come after you.
I didn't think you were going to come after me.
We look
Dumbass.
after each other? That's the way it goes? We can't let anybody else die?
How did you two find me? And he's growling as he says this.
I'm gonna look at him and go, I want you to think about that question and who
Blame
the
the
other
nerd.
member is.
And he again he leads out this huge growl and just roars for a moment.
I look down. Are there 5
You
people
left her the
downstairs
note.
looking up?
No, they're watching the doctor run out of the church who was pretty much all bloodied and shit. And they're like, wait, we can get you help. And because she had turned back into a human. And then he just looks at you guys and goes, do you know what she is?
Monster. We're in the business of killing monsters.
She's a slayer.
Don't know what that is.
A form of demon. The fallen.
That explains why
Still,
getting impaled didn't work.
A seam, and he literally points right towards Minerva and he goes, you. She is you. Only she was an angel. She was the angel. She was one of the angels of death.
She's a reaper.
We call them slayers.
I do not want to be associated with that.
Well,
I'm not that.
she does what you do. Kill and destroy.
And bring back the dead. Right?
Bringing back the dead is one of their talents.
So she's to blame for...
Not her. And then he points down and goes, she is to blame. And then he goes, she's not to blame.
Right, that's what I'm saying. She that it is escaping right now while we're having this conversation, is to blame.
Yes.
Do you see the problem with this?
That I had her and almost killed her, and yet she now escaped? Yes.
Should we, I don't know, make chase?
Let me think about this.
We almost had her.
3 people chasing a woman down in midday in Chicago. How awkward is that?
Not awkward if people don't see us.
Here's one thing I do have. And he turns around and he pulls out what looks like her phone. I can't work this. I don't know these things.
Can I see that?
Hands it over.
Beautiful, angelic bastard.
I hop back
Oh.
down to the second floor.
And he
Not
tilts
the first floor
over
where
it.
everyone is.
Right. He looks over to Shaggy. He goes, I didn't think you swung that way.
No, it's appreciation. Oh, this will help.
Okay. Yep, I hop back down to the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to reverse the wings.
Mm-hmm.
Probably be easier just to cut them off.
Fuck you know. So, do I need to roll anything to reverse that?
Yeah, you do have to do Prime and Life again, yes. This is the
It
thing.
was life and matter before, ma'am.
No, Life and Matter, yeah, sorry.
Say, don't take that one die from me.
I'm taking all the dice from you. No, I'm kidding.
What's my difficulty?
You're reverse engineering at 5.
5? Okay. 5.
Yeah, it goes right back to however it was.
Roll shoulders, throw my jacket back on. Down the stairs, out the door.
Okay. And
Back to the
Misha
car.
goes down to the second level. His wings are gone. He turns around and puts the coat back, the shirt back on, puts his tie back on, puts his coat back on. You know, tucks everything and makes sure he's immaculate. His swords are now gone. And then he walks down the stairs.
I'm gonna follow behind. So how do I go and get, and I motion like a sword. Or do I have to blow to get a pair of those?
I don't think God does blowjobs.
You know, is God really a woman?
You know? I've seen it as gender neutral. I really can't tell you what gender they are. It's the humans that put the gender on them.
Yeah, we fucked things up. Nice wings, though. I haven't seen those before. Have I seen those before? I don't think I've seen those before.
You've seen him once or twice when he's turned his complete... You've seen him and his avatar blend together to the point where he will have angel wings. You know that he does cut them off and file them down because every full moon, they come back out again.
Yeah, I don't see those that often.
You didn't see mine before.
He just kind of looks at you. He kind of gives you this look of they don't come out very often. It's trying to keep control. And you know how he is like uber control freak.
Yeah.
Okay, I get in the car. Get space, you gotta come out of the tablet.
Christian Grey.
But I'm fine here. What do you want?
And I hold up the phone. You don't get it unless you come out of the
You
tablet.
do realize you can USB port that in, right? Question mark.
I could, but I need your help yelling at M.
Yelling at who?
At M.
What did he do now?
I'll let you explain it himself when he gets in the car.
Oh
Out you
god.
go. Out you go. Come on.
There's like emojis of teary-eyed face, and then it looks
When
like,
does that ever work with me?
and the water slowly flooding the screen. While that's going on,
Hold the phone.
Make it down to the doors and work our way out, I guess.
and Misha's walking out with you, and then
Is anything of his still tattered, or is he pretty made up? Now?
the what's tattered is all hidden underneath the shirt and the tie and the jacket, and so he looks
I just wanted to make sure because I can matter that shit while he's walking.
right. No, he's looking impeccable. I mean, he has some, cuts and bruises and such, but that's about it. And so while you two are going out of the church, Squigs is slowly mattering up into the car. Like, what?
You can't live in the tablet all the time and help us. It's not how this works, and you know it.
But I was killing stormtroopers. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's why this is not how this works.
But
You were having fun while we were being screamed at by a demon.
hashtag not my fault. I didn't know there was a demon. I was watching your health signs so that if you died or something, I could res you.
Great. A remote healer as I get in the car.
Hey,
We have a
You can join
pocket
us.
healer. We have a pocket
We
healer.
have a pocket healer.
I'm a pocket healer.
pocket healer about as useful as Donald Duck.
Wait, you played that game?
Of course I
You're so
do.
serious all the time.
It's like a Disney. Of course I played that game.
Oh, you're one of those.
She's a Disney princess.
No, she played it for Maleficent. You know the real reason.
Dodging that one like a lead ball.
I'm gonna remind you guys, there was absolutely a Nightmare Before Christmas level.
She came in like a wrecking ball.
Okay, Squigs, do your magic.
What do you want me to find out?
Everything.
What can you find out?
I don't know. I have to see the phone first.
I handed the phone.
Everything. So,
And M is in the car now, right?
Yes.
I let him get shotgun. I'm back to keep my foot on home. So, in the future, how should we take her kind?
Very seriously.
No, but obviously your sword did damage, but I literally impaled her with everything, bound her with everything. What can we do right? Because I don't like getting caught with my pants down like that.
Well, if you're looking at it from the standpoint of how much damage can you take, how much faith do you have?
Greater
That's
than
right.
or less than 0.
Yeah.
That's why.
It's all about the faith that you have.
I mean, I have faith in other things, and it was still just as hard for me.
Yeah, but you saved me. Thanks for that, by the way.
Welcome. What'd I do?
So I just have to start believing in something.
Preferably not just believe, but believe with all your heart and soul.
I believe that staplers work.
And he turns around in the car, and literally
Oh God.
takes his palm is about 2 times as big as your standard hand mystic.
Right.
And he just goes like this, right into your forehead.
You deserve that one.
I think I found Jesus.
Well, I don't care what you believe in, but you gotta believe it both here, and he like does a huge, like a boom,
Yeah.
here, right in your heart, and then kind of like right here, like that for your soul. And he goes, you gotta believe it so deeply that you can turn around, and as he's like holding on, you could start to see the hilt of his sword starting in his hand, and you could start to see the flames starting to grow up. And he goes, you gotta believe it so powerfully, it consumes you to you being able to do this. And you could start to see the wings starting to kind of slowly crest up out of his shirt.
Your wings.
Your
are-
wings. Wings.
Yeah.
My car is not big enough for those.
And I'm gonna matter to reinforce the ceiling so it doesn't catch.
Oh, he stops. He stops.
Okay.
But he goes, that's what your faith has to do.
That's the blowjob I have to give Jesus. I like this. I'll have swords like that yet.
Uh-huh. Sure. Why don't you conjure up and talk to your spirits? I think that's where your faith needs to lie. I know. But you know the spirits he's referring to because he's talking about the Guru, because you are kin to Guru. So you know exactly what he's talking about when he says you need to conjure your spirits.
Yeah, I'll need to take a walk.
And you see Squigs just kind of like, going through the phone. I know this lady. Why? She pauses for a moment and goes, she's dead.
She's a reaper.
No, she's dead.
Mm-hmm. Slayer, not Reaper.
No.
Right? That's what the term you used? Slayer?
Misha just says, yes, she's dead. The doctor we knew is no longer. That is a body possessed by a demon who has all of the memories and everything of that doctor. The doctor committed suicide. The doctor tried to commit suicide once when they made the deal. After she lost her favorite patient, she completely committed suicide and the demon took over.
Favorite patient.
Yeah. Mind you, I'm new here. Misha is literally about 5 years new into Joliet. So he doesn't know the whole thing about what was going on with the prior incidences. He goes, yeah, some James guy. I don't know him.
I thought you knew that was fucking Thorn.
Huh? There's a thorn?
I didn't like him anyways. He talks too much. He's weird.
You're weird.
This is a different level of weird. I've met him.
Ew. Squigs is like,
We did.
I'm reading her blogs right now. Oh, this is not good.
Mm-hmm. You want to enlighten us on the not good?
She had...
Does she have an anti-Jesus mafia that she's gonna be chasing people down with now?
No, but she liked Rachel a lot. She was really good friends with Rachel. And then she was close to that Thorn dude. And it looks like after things fell with Rachel, she did an experiment on him.
Experiment.
She put something into his soul. I don't know.
That's not something we say casually, Squigs.
No, because I don't know. I don't know what. All I said is the experiment started, and it seems like she wanted to make Rachel pay as much as she could.
What's the doctor's name that just ran out?
Uno momento, por favor.
And what was Rachel's fake name that she used?
Mel.
Mel, that's what it was.
Yes. I have to find the name. You have to give me a second. Group info. I have to remember where the hell I put this shit.
And while you're doing that, cereal time!
Cereal time.
He's being serious. He's getting cereal.
Has he turned into a serial killer?
Nope.
Only if it's honey bun cereal.
Honey bun cereal is my jam, yo. Like, all of them look like the Vault Hunter symbol from Borderlands.
Now, why didn't I think about putting this up? I didn't think I would need it. That was bad me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I was on vacation. I didn't realize how much we needed.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Of course I would ask the question.
I know, right? Why wasn't Junie prepared?
No, that's not it at all. You're fine. Shut up and color.
I am coloring. I'm finding the damn information out for you. Are you eating cereal?
V for Vault Hunter.
Those look good. I want one.
It's honey bun cereal. It's Hostess honey bun cereal.
Never heard of it.
Because it's new.
It is new. It says
Damn.
new in 3 different places on the box. We're not sponsored, but buy this. Glorious.
Not sponsored. Sponsored.
It says new everywhere up on the box.
I know what I should do. I should just do last modified because that would tell me where it was modified at. Hi, I'm Junie. I know what I'm doing. I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing. None whatsoever. How about just last modified?
Well, regardless.
Oh, right, because we're in 2008, 2020. Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, we're on 2020.
Well, that's the reason why I was asking is because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
them both saying
Yeah.
dead. Like, it doesn't matter towards immediate story, but
Right,
we'll find out
right.
later.
I'll have to go through and put all my points together. Yeah, so, anyhow. Yeah, so, you're texting Rachel, Mel, and you're gonna get a text from her going, I'm catching her up right now. She said she had a scuffle with some people.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely call it some people. Alright, I'm not the one texting.
I know.
I'm gonna respond saying get out, and then I'm gonna say, we need to get to wherever Rachel's at. Squig, can you track her down quick?
What am I? Everyone's GPS sensors?
More help us out.
Hold on.
Signals.
I'm like doing 4 things at once, and she's literally.
Abort
Pause
that.
that. Pause that. Mel's possibly in danger. it
Hold-
sounds like.
I can't. Hold on.
I'm about to find Jesus real quick.
My head.
She's about to find Jesus if you don't do this quick.
Hold on. Hold on. I mean, literally, you could see her trying to pull her mind out of the phone. Because she was literally, her head was all in the phone right now. And then all of a sudden, you see the phone drop, and you see her going back into the laptop, into the tablet.
Cool. Did I get anything back with my get out message in all caps?
No, you don't. And you see
Start the car.
the maps of Chicago, and it's
car, and I just start driving.
and she's
I'm gonna do it.
flipping. She's trying to find Rachel.
Pull out another quarter, and I too am going to try to scry around for Rachel, same as last time.
Okay, give me a minute. I gotta do like.
Yeah, we got to do different roles. So
I am driving a car.
You had the easiest task. Well done.
1 success for my quarter.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
And I do have a dot and drive, so I can drive slightly better than the average person.
Is it going to be correspondence, time, and prime because I'm scrying for her?
Correspondence and forces.
Forces.
Okay, give me a second.
Successes.
Okay. You're scrying for. Give me a minute.
I'm doing the same thing with the different quarter this time.
Okay. I need. All right, Mystic. I need you to play the D20 game. Give me a second.
It's been a few weeks for this one.
All right. Give me a number and give me a odd or even.
Well, let's do it the other way around. Because fuck you, that's why. We're going even. 14.
I'm feeling 16, so let's see.
I was feeling 16, but I hesitated.
It's odds and 3.
Damn.
Okay. So with your scrying, you get University of Chicago.
Okay, I relay that.
You see Squigs already plotting out a route for Minerva to go.
Already following it.
You get a text message going, injured, don't come.
She's hurt. She's saying don't come. I think 3 of us should do it anyways.
Misha's just like, oh god.
No, 4 of us. Sorry, Squigs. No cry face emojis. People are getting hurt.
You see a text bubble go, fuck that shit, I'm staying in here. I can pew pew here.
Oh, can you? No.
We are not playing Transformers with my car.
No.
And you get this, oh.
Not play Transformers with my car.
The remainder of our trip to the University of Chicago, if, Elvira in the front doesn't abort, I'm just going to be constantly mattering this puppy, reinforcing it as strong as I fucking can.
Well, what happens while you're doing that? You see from your scrying that the red dot, which you believe is Rachel, is running out of the hospital and is running down the street.
She's right down the street. We can pick her up on the way.
Okay. Backseat's gonna get cramped.
How many turns is it gonna take to get there? Because I'm using all of them just to fucking stronger than titanium.
Okay, you need at least 2. You need about 3 turns at the moment, because with as much as you can possibly do.
3 success, 3 success, 3 success.
Okay. And what happens while you're doing that is as nerdy as Minerva turns, passing.
All of my names.
Why not? As Minerva turns, you're seeing Rachel running down the street, and you could see where she jumped out the window.
Is she being chased?
And no, she's not being chased, but you just see her running.
Throw open the back seat, and I pop up into as far back as I can to the other side and be like, "Get in!"
And she waits for you guys to get closer, and then she trying to.
Yeah, no, I would have stopped. Like, when we saw her, I would have pulled over and waited at the side until she got to us.
And she just kind of just jumps in, takes a deep breath, thrusts her phone over to Shag, throws her legs up on his lap, pulls her pants back, and you can see where she's broken her legs.
My package. Where's my
And
package?
I don't have anything in life, so...
No, she points to the phone. She shows the application. You just have to apply.
Start going through it, because I know how she does her thing.
Right.
Alright. Definitely not a fracture.
You love her.
Hey, did you used to have a bone there?
All right. I need
How's that dust?
odd and evens, and I need a number.
I was way fucking off earlier, so... Odd 13.
It's even 14. So,
Damn.
I was way off.
Closer.
so
Pretty close.
you actually can figure out how to work her phone, and you actually see this green ray going over her feet, or going over her legs, and you see the bones popping back into place. Oh, that's cute. Now, of course, she's...
Am I supposed to play Tetris with this?
No! She's trying not to cry, but you could tell that this is fucking hurting.
Can I numb the pain while her phone's doing its thing?
Mm-mm. But you can
No
see...
outside force to, like,
If
cut
you,
the pain off at,
if
like, her
only
waist?
you had life.
You're right. I can only stop
You
people
know,
from breathing. I can't.
I'm driving,
I know.
but I could. Driving.
You know
Yeah.
how to do this better than I do? 'Cause she's kind of yelling a lot. Alright, I'm gonna... You wanna switch?
We need to. Okay.
Alright, so...
Don't crash my car.
Sit tight. I got this. I want to go
Yeah,
body
we're gonna
switch.
do this the human way. No, we're gonna do this the human way.
It's human way.
I pulled
There's
the
a
car
human
over.
way.
I pulled the car over.
I
Fast.
fall out of the back seat over top of our angel buddy. Oh no, he's in the front seat.
Yeah, he's shotgun. Remember, you gave it to him.
I
Yeah,
left
yeah.
it running. So yeah.
Yeah, I jump in,
Chinese fire drill.
What am I rolling?
pass the phone back.
Matter in life,
Matter in life.
Human drive.
and you need a 7 difficulty.
6 dice.
May the gods be ever in your favor.
You said 6.
Yeah, I said 7. 7, 6,
Seven?
6.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, burning a willpower. That's better. That gives me a 4 instead of a 2.
So as you do that, what happens is you've cut her pain accessory. She passes out. She's just like, and you actually start to work, and you see her legs go back to normal, and you start to heal her legs, and you see now that you're actually looking at her, you see she got in the middle of a fight. There's glass in her face. There's shards on her arms. It looks like she ran and jumped out of a window, and it looks like that those shards were shoved into her.
Right.
Almost like the window was blasted inwards to make her stop.
But she didn't.
Mm-mm.
Because she know better.
Yo.
My self-control's the thing. Hold, please. Muting for a second.
Hey, yay! So, she passes out for a moment or two because it's just like that instant relief of no pain anymore. And Mr. just shakes his head as he's looking back and he goes, "This isn't going to end well. We need to find the nearest, cemetery. She's still hunting for the items."
What is she looking for?
From what I understood, and from my research, she needs the items of the 7 to unlock the unholy gate that opens up into the way portal of the damned. Long and the short, she needs keys to open up and unlock a prison that holds this...
She's trying to open the gates of hell.
No, she's trying to open up this storage area, or this place where this Sybil is. This Sybil is under lock and key.
No idea what a symbol is.
Yeah, that hasn't really been explained to us.
He just takes a
So,
deep breath and goes, "A
stop
very
the
old
17.
vampire."
Oh.
Hmm.
I mean, can't you just...
Not when I don't know where she's at.
Squigs, can you do
So-
your magic?
Can we...
Since
Can we...
you know-
Should we get the keys first? Unlock it and kill the beast?
Squig types in, "I don't even know where the fuck to start. Hold on." And you kind of just see the screen fade, and she's trying to figure out. She has no idea. This is above her pay grade.
The 7 graveyards.
Isn't there 7 clans?
I thought there were 6.
I don't know. Who's the who?
Wait, vampires or Guru?
It's not
Kindred.
true.
This is information that
You
Nerdy
know.
would know.
Yes.
But Nerdy can't remember.
There are 7.
True.
Okay. Yeah, there are 7.
Technically 6.
Thank you.
You should get on the blowhorn with your non-breathing friend.
Which non-breathing friend? What non-breathing
which one?
friend?
You have more than one?
You know more vampires?
I'm gonna let you think about that one.
I know
Real
you
fucking
know.
hard.
Misha has no idea. He met
No, I'm
Sarah.
not talking to
yeah.
Tyler. I'm gonna let you think about that one real fucking hard.
No. The one that's still active with them, not the silicone body.
Wait a minute. Sarah isn't a construct?
Yes, Sarah is on construct.
Should I not have said that? I should not have said that. I'm just gonna drive. Never mind.
Wait a minute. Sarah's not a construct? I thought she was a construct.
She is a construct. I have other friends.
Oh.
I don't trust all of the kindred, but there are some that I do put my trust in.
Well, apparently this person, whatever, was locked using a key from each clan.
Okay, well, I guess...
A big bag of ugly that somebody that's high up in their underworld would know about.
All I know is that she's on the hunt for a woman called Artemis.
It's during the day. I can't get in touch. Middle of the day. She won't
Fire
answer.
text anyways. She'll get it when she first wakes up.
By this
Oh,
time,
SOS. She'll probably appreciate that.
by this time, it is now. Let's see, you guys left at you guys had left about 9:30, 10. So I'm saying this is about noon. So you have at least 6 hours.
Okay, I will shoot a text off to Gwen.
Hey, Squigs, could you track down Gwen's phone?
Things are fucked up.
Yeah, but she's asleep.
We're not going to track down Gwen's phone. I do give her the privacy I can. It's a trust and respect thing.
Okay.
You guys are different.
I trust that she'd respect you for showing up at her door saying, hey, we need help.
But Vampire's asleep!
She sleep. That's not how this works.
Mom always told me that they could really wake up if they really had to at any time.
Sun out, fire bad.
She doesn't have to go outside.
Pretty much.
Thunder still hurt them? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
We are not going to go wake Gwen up in the middle of the day. I will shoot her off a text.
So in the meantime, we need to find out what we can about the clans.
And we need to find out who this... Misha goes, we need to find out who Artemis is.
Probably a vampire. Probably somebody that knows something or has something.
It said that she's on the hunt for her because she has something. She has a
Well, she's trying to get the heirloom, the things to open the gates to hell or wherever.
Yeah.
Somebody
She has 2 keys from what she was yelling at me about. What keys they are, I have no clue.
Alright, so we find this vamper, we take her keys, and then we run off.
I don't think she's going to let you take her keys. From what I understand, she's been holding off on this one for 4 or 5 nights already, and has put up a hell of a fight. Whoever this chick is, wow.
I text Gwen. Shit's fucked up. There's something fucked up going after one of your kind. Someone named Artemis. Something about keys.
Okay.
I'm trying to toe the line and not go into metagame.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're actually doing well. Thank you.
I caught myself fairly.
Yeah.
And so with that text being sent out, Mel just kind of slowly groans in the back seat, like she's starting to wake up.
How you doing? You okay?
I know what
Need
meat
nothing
feels
out of
like.
I got a potentially dumb but brilliant idea.
Can we
You
oh,
said that about the last one,
what?
And it almost worked.
and then your soul almost got ripped out. Yeah.
It almost worked though. Like, for what it's worth. So, we get to all the graveyards first. We replace them with digital constructs of what they used to be. Get rid of all the bodies, everything else. And we hide them in a bubble.
That is not in my wheelhouse.
But between the 3 of us, 4 of us, we should be able to. I mean, Squeaks can probably digitize it and download the whole area into, like, I don't know, Minecraft or something.
Ooh, Minecraft? What?
I'm just
Wait,
saying.
do you even
like,
listen to the conversations we have, or do you just listen for keywords?
Keywords. Hold on. Give me a second. Raid. I got a pew pew.
Squiggles. Squiggles.
And all of a sudden, you now see a body count on the screen.
If that goes over 10, I'm taking away all of your Starbucks privileges.
If that goes over 10, then we should report her for being an aimbot.
Okay, if it goes over 2, I'm taking away your Starbucks privileges.
It's already at 6.
Yeah.
No, it's at 22.
yeah. So Squiggles, would you like to actually join the group and join this discussion, since this is part of your group and shit is going down?
You're at 39, 40, 41, and now you're starting to see the popping up of several different graveyards in the whole. And so you see several different graveyards. You see the layouts of them, and while you see the number count going up, you also see the text message come up going, there's a lot of graveyards to digitize and then try to Minecraft. The problem is which one is she going to go to? And I can't Minecraft over 50 different graveyards. You're going to have to pick and choose. And the kill count is still going up.
So, where have the zombies already appeared? Because we can pull those off the list. She wouldn't go back.
She pulls at least from the 50 count you see of graveyards, you see 25 of them drop down.
Damn, she's been busy.
Which ones has she pulled from consistently? Has she pulled from any multiple times?
You then see you see the 50 come back up, and you see 10 of them. You see 10 consistent graveyards.
How many can you digitize?
And stasis cube? Question mark.
Yes.
Preferably.
Myself, I can do 2. I would need more help with the web.
How many? Okay. In those 10, which ones has she pulled from the most?
Kill count's still going. And the 50 pop up. The 10 pop back down. So you see the 10. And you see number counting right now as you see like different beeps on it. And you see from the 10 drop down to 3.
Are those recent or are they older? Like, how recent have they been pulled from?
From there, you see the dates, and it looks like within the past 3 weeks.
Okay, which ones has she pulled from in the past, like, 3 days? We have to narrow it down to which ones we can save.
You see both. You see the 3, and you see the number counting again, and then all of a sudden, across the screen goes top score, and a little flag goes up. It kind of splashes back down, brings the 3 back up, and you see the one more recently where that's the one where Victoria and the and Ava actually went down and found that secret passage.
Okay.
And then what she does is she pulls it up, more of like you see the spread out of the graveyard, and you get to see, she actually now labels which graves have been touched, which graves were supposed to be touched, but then you see this whole smattering around where the older graves are. She goes, these are where the zombies came from, and these are the points where they were supposed to attack. Based on tread patterns, destruction, and apparently people fired back and there were bullets embedded into some of the mausoleums.
Okay.
And then she lists off both guns that James was using to kill off things.
Motherfucker. While she's rattling through that information, Tyler is doing that.
So which two do you think you should digitize based off all that information?
She looks at it and she, out of the 3, she highlights the 2 that she knows that she can do. This one hasn't been searched thoroughly. The 3rd one hasn't been searched thoroughly yet. But who knows?
Right.
So she would actually pick the one that was recently disturbed and the first one, which kind of hasn't been searched as much. While we're doing that, I'm going to pull up, I know which one it was. I know the 2. I'm pulling up the graveyard so I have a reference. And, you know, Squiz is trying to give you different information of each of them while she's doing that.
Oh, it's Accesention, but
okay, where is... Okay, give me 1 second. I'm pulling up website so I know which ones I'm looking at. I think I know where we're going, but I want to make sure I know. Yeah. So the first one she pulls up is Bethania Cemetery in Justice, Illinois, where you all last know that Madison was there at.
who was Madison?
Your coterie, your Cabal.
Oh, I thought it was Allison.
Allison, yes. Yeah, Allison, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
You put them
I tripped and words fell out.
No, it's fine.
And then... Sorry
Right
if...
here, live hug butt.
Did we ever recover her body?
No, you did not.
I would digitize that one just to find the body. To respect that.
Got a point. No.
I don't know if he wants to be a dirty slut or not, but if he wants to, that's fine with me.
That picked up on Mike.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
This is a Discord. I can't adjust the sensitivity on this one.
It's okay. I got a laugh out of it. It was a funny giggle. He is a slut for spoons. We understand this.
Yes, okay.
yeah, that was some random person on the street sides of Chicago saying, "Yeah, random slut."
And then the other one is going to be...
That laugh was not amusing. You were not amused.
The other one is Graceland Cemetery, which is part of an arboretum. That is the which is a more Victorian based cemetery.
And you said there was a third one?
Yeah, but that one wasn't as used as much.
Fuck it, do those two.
So
Those are off.
ironically enough, Bethania is where you last heard that that's where Allison was going.
Right.
So you said you could do two?
And Squig says, yeah, I can comfortably do.
those two.
She goes,
While you're at it, if you can find her body.
ew, I gotta touch dead people?
Doesn't
Squigs.
count if they're digital.
I don't like looking for dead things.
Squiggles, it's Allison.
Should have recovered it a while back. That's on us.
The problem is that you couldn't find it.
Yeah.
There was no
No,
tracking
I
for
sent
it.
out a group.
We should probably warn
Yeah, well,
House.
the group came back saying that they couldn't find her body. They'd searched everywhere, and they couldn't even find the wayward coven that she was trying to investigate. They had picked up and left as well.
Okay.
And so as Squigs is trying to do her magic, Mel's just kind of like, well,
Back there?
that was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I
Glad we
bet.
got to you before you died.
Yeah.
Well, I was helping her heal, and she was asking about a friend of mine,
You have more
What
than one
friend?
friend?
and she flips off Shaggy.
Yeah.
What friend?
My James.
Fucking Thorn. I knew it was the fucking Thorn.
Fucking Thorn.
No, she's not looking for him.
She's looking for Artemis. Who's Artemis?
She kind of just stops and looks at you two.
We've been doing information searching.
We're getting really good at this Google food thing.
Artemis is his sire.
Oh, Thorn has a mom. Oh, that's funny.
No. Think your mom on steroids.
I've seen Underworld. It's the person that bit you.
Oh, no. Go completely different on how you embrace. However, Artemis
Wait, is she?
doesn't hold back. Oh. You want to go between... Okay, he's kind of like an ouch. She's a boing!
Got it. So she'll be okay.
7 circles of crazy.
Oh, speaking of 7. Well, maybe you should explain that. I'm driving.
Explain what?
I missed it. Wait, what?
I don't know.
Speaking of 7.
Oh,
7
something
circles
about
of crazy?
setting keys to find Sybil. M can explain that one better is the problem. It's all information we're getting from M.
Emma's just kind of like... You kind of see him, he's meditating. He's trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
And he's just
So-
like...
They're looking for 7 keys to bring about the vampire apocalypse or some shit like
Pretty
that.
much someone named Sybil. The
An old
that
vampire.
doctor, not actually the
Not actually the doctor.
her who she
Demon
used to
in the
be.
doctor's skin.
Yeah.
What?
Damn near pissed ourselves.
What?
Yeah. No, apparently, according to Squigs, she committed suicide
I'm just glad I wore
after
my tan
she made
pants.
the deal with the demon, and then the demon took over her body.
You see her literally drained to the point where it's like she's completely pale.
I see this in the rear view. You got internal bleeding?
No. I didn't scan her. She's a heartbeat and everything.
So demons can imitate heartbeats now.
No means that it's a full body takeover. She didn't die. The demon let her die. Spiritually. Yes. Not her body.
So she Professor X'd it.
Huh?
And the X-Men, Prof X, overtook the mind of a vegetable when his body was phasing out of existence, and then used that body to continue being Professor. Never mind. I got it.
Okay. Never heard that before, but interesting.
Yeah. X-Men's fucked up when you really read it. Like, it's great, but it's terrible. Anyways.
Okay. So, it's definitely interesting. She kind of seems a bit lost by this.
It's a lot. It's a huge info dump.
So while you're driving, this is all going on. She's like, I'm hungry. Can we get something to eat?
You gotta kill time anyway. We should probably stop the food.
Yeah, we've been going hard for a while. I never did ask, you got any dietary restrictions, buddy?
You just heard him gruff and him shake his head.
Because, I feel like somebody that's true faith would, just be like pure vegan and not eat meat and everything else. But, I mean, I've been wrong before.
I flick Tyler in the back of the head.
There's a chuckle, and he goes, "You do realize I used to hunt for my own food, right?"
That would explain the faith.
Giveth, he taketh away.
So we stop at like McDonald's or something.
He gruffs a bit more. I don't eat at such establishments.
Okay. Wendy's.
He gruffs again.
Look, Mel needs food.
He tells you to take a right and then a left.
And then we end up at a Chick-fil-A.
And soon you find yourself, and he tells you to stop.
Are we outside of Bella Vita?
No, you're in front of the Ritz-Carlton.
Ah.
He goes, "We'll eat here."
I'm not dressed for this.
He opens up the car door, closes it, and walks in.
I mean, we could.
Mel is just like, "Oh, God."
I'll do you. You're good. I grab on, her pant leg and matter it into a white skirt that has like blue frills and something very fun.
Right, because she just would drop 3 floors and had a window blow up in her face, and fun is just what she needs. Absolutely.
Well, one success.
I matter my jeans into slacks and long sleeve top into a button down. Just matter?
Yeah.
Yep, pure matter.
Difficulty of...
Oh, God, I'd say no more than, you're doing simple shit in 4.
Oh, I did 6, so I had 2 successes on that.
1 success.
Okay, so you make it a nice, a simple, nice.
Simple.
And she also heals all of her injuries so that she doesn't look all, oh. Yup.
I guess it's time to do me.
No. Where's your girlfriend?
Chicken brown cow.
Chicken brown cow.
3 successes for a white polo shirt green polo shirt and
khakis.
Successes for khakis, yeah.
Sure, that works.
And rounded out by changing my boots into brown loafers.
Combat boots.
Another 2
Combat boots.
Another 2 successes.
Okay, yeah. Do you clean up like this all the time, or what?
I just kind of own it.
How many hits did you take so far? Impressive.
He's doing good.
So Mel gets out of the car, just taking her time. Her magenta hair is kind of all
over the place.
Yeah, she really didn't think about it, and
I can take care of it from here, though.
She's kind of her hair is kind of
Glorified windblower. Fucking mint. Gust of wind to fix her hair.
Okay.
Oh,
no. This will be entertaining.
Oh no.
Gonna kind of use it to straighten it and bring it back. Just, like a whoosh.
Okay.
I imagine that's forces.
No, just forces right now.
Only forces? What
Yeah,
difficulty?
you're doing well. Yes, why not?
What difficulty?
Oh God, you're doing 4 is pretty easy.
It's been 4 years since he last had to do it.
You're not wrong.
2 sucks.
So what happens is that you take a floor spin and it just kind of does this whole, colors of the wind thing, and then drops it down into kind of like a spirally thing that goes really nice. And she kind of just goes, "Thanks."
Didn't want you to, not look bad. Or look good. No, wait. English.
Words are hard, aren't they?
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and fix that.
But while you're doing that,
There we go.
While you're doing that, you see Misha coming out of the door going, "Can we go? Our table's ready."
Yes, sir.
Rain.
And I did send you guys the
Carlton Hotel's
top.
dining area. Yeah.
You're going all the way up onto the top of the skyscraper to eat at there.
The cafe or the Tortali?
The Totali rooftop.
Okay.
So there's a mirror. There's a lounge area. Looks like there's marble tables.
Mm-hmm.
It's raining.
No, it's definitely sunny. We wouldn't be on the rooftop otherwise.
You know, right? So
Not right.
Mel kind of slowly walks, going open the door, walks in, and since you guys have the thing to the Ritz-Carlton, you can see how very upscale and elegant it is. It's very, very 5-star. He's taking you guys to like the best. And, you know, you guys are all met at the door by a waiter, more of like the maitre d'. And he takes you into the elevator, and you go all the way up to the top. When you leave, the maitre d' kind of gives that bow to Misha and says, we'll have the table ready just, in 2 moments. And you guys can see in the back on the rooftop, you can see them preparing the table right then and there.
Right.
And he goes, oh, it's all ready. Let me take you to it. And it's out of the way, where literally it's your table. There is nobody else within earshot around there. And, of course, the maitre d' turns around and helps each lady into their chair, has them sit down. Misha just sits down and he goes...
Standing until he does.
Misha moves to sit after the ladies are seated. And he looks at everyone and says, it's only noon. I think we'll do a night, a white wine, preferably 1936, 37. I think that would be great right now.
I would prefer a water, please.
And Misha just goes, and keep the rosé on standby, thank you. And of course, the maitre d' scurries off really, really quickly. The waiter comes quickly by and does the water glasses really fast. Okay. And then scoots around, but then he gives you guys all menus.
Yep.
And Misha's like, the Hawaiian's for me. If you want to have some, you are more than welcome to.
Okay.
However, he kind of looks over.
I was assuming that this building was like by the bottle.
It is by the bottle.
Yeah, that's what I was, yeah.
But I'm looking at $1,000. I'm looking at $1,000 right now for a bottle. It's okay.
Yeah.
However, he kind of looks over at Nerdy's glass.
Pours it into it.
And just looks at her, smiles, taps the rim of her glass, and you start to see it turn into red wine. He just gives a small smirk because it's rare. It's rare for you to see him play like this.
You're what?
Well, he just had a fight to the death. Of course, he's walking around with a half chode.
He just chuckles for a moment. He shakes his head over at Shaggy.
I would like to change it back to water, please.
No, sure. It's just matter.
I know. Does a 7 work?
Yeah.
I tap my glass. Good track.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of do my own by, just giving it a brief tap as well.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna make it into a Evasion honey and maple beer.
Sure, matter.
That one's gonna be a little bit harder to hide.
What's the difficulty?
You're changing that. I'd say no more than a 4.
4 successes.
Yeah, that's easy. But
Flawless.
and you can even taste it being like it's been freshly brewed for you. So as the waiter comes and he's like, he introduces himself and he's like, what can I get for you? You know, whatever. And Misha just says, order what you want. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's not often I get that offer, so, ladies first.
I just order whatever looks good. I looked at the menu. I just don't care. Like, I legit looked at the menu. There's a burger on there. I order the
pasta.
burger.
That would be a sandwich, right? So you would want a Tiroli prime beef burger?
Yeah, no,
Double patties,
it's on the
egg,
last
cheddar,
page. Yeah.
Tomato, lettuce, house pickles, Dijonai.
Dijon?
Yeah, what did I say?
Dijonai.
Well, it has the not A-I-S-E at the end, so it's fancy.
Oh my god. Okay. Right. That works.
Yep.
So gets it medium because she's not a heathen.
God, I hope you weren't. Okay, and he'd think, you know, I'm going to do this. He goes into the shrimp risotto, and he also orders the salmon fillet, the diver scallops. He goes for the beef ribeye.
He's hungry today.
He orders also
We're
the
through a lot of Jesus there.
he orders the tenderloin, and then he looks for the tomahawk prime ribeye. Of course, the waiter's like, "Oh my god," and she turns around and just, you know, and Mel just goes, you know, I'll just go with potato nosh and a tenderloin.
Sustainable salmon fillet, please.
Mm-hmm. And all you want, and he looks to Nerdy going, you just want just what you ordered? I mean, do a tenderloin, we could do a beef ribeye for you, ma'am. And Misha goes, no,
Burger's good.
no expense, go for it.
Burger's good.
Okay. So the waiter goes around, waiter leaves, and Mel's just like, Jesus, what else did I miss?
Yes. We saw M's wings. That doesn't happen often.
She blinks and looks to Mel, or looks to Mish. He just gives a bit of a shrug.
This one grew wings.
I had pixie wings.
Oh my god.
Black, like my soul.
And Misha goes, not that black. You still got sparkle in it. He chuckles at the face she's giving him.
Black like my soul.
That sparkles in the dark.
Just for verification.
Come fight me.
How long does the potence on my bones last?
I would say at least a good couple hours.
Okay. Just wanted to verify in case something should happen before the vamps awaken.
Right. You will have to redo it if you're gonna fight the vamps. But, you know, he just kind of starts to explain how a demon takes over somebody's body. And he also is watching very carefully who's around and who's watching and who's looking at them. And he explains, you know, that as somebody gives up on their life, a demon will come in. Now, there are several different philosophies. There's a Luciferian, there's a Faustian, blah, 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 blah. Well, it seems that this doctor gave up and is now completely and utterly enslaved by the demon. And this demon is trying to put seeds in to people who that they can then control to do their bidding. Or be a mouthpiece. And if these seeds grow and spurt within these people, they then lose their personality, they lose their soul, and they become a slave unto the demon.
That's what it was trying to do to us.
Well, no, they were just right out to try and kill you and rip your soul out of your body.
Ah!
You're welcome. welcome.
How can we ward against that?
Good question.
Never
Never.
bind our souls to something stronger than
Make sure you know a good Thanatos.
I
Hi.
looked over.
He kind of chuckles for a moment and says, "No, not. I know that the Tremere have warding rituals.
That's vampires.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like us, but dead.
Poverty.
No, poverty mages are sorcerers. They're alive, slightly different. It takes them longer to do rituals at times. However, poverty mages, known as sorcerers, they don't have to deal with the paradox like we do. So sometimes it's better to be them than us. Sometimes we're looked as the poverty magic people.
Well, I've been wrong before.
So he kind of goes, all right, well, we've got to find out and figure out who this Artemis is. What does she have? What does this demon want? And how does this demon then can turn around and not kill us, preferably?
Not so much worried about you, because I mean, flaming swords and all.
Uh-huh.
I mean, how do you do what you do when, I mean, faith is your weapon with that type of critter?
Yeah. Well, we're both cut from the same cloth.
Different sides of the coin. So that one believed in you a lot then, or believed in its anti-god enough to counter your belief in your god.
We both believe the same God. My avatars of the ones that didn't fall. My avatar is one of the faithful. That one you saw was one of the fallen that went into the war of heaven and turned around and fell.
Still trying to wrap my head around that. So the Old Testament was right.
Yes. And what it seems like is that they found a loophole and made a deal with they found a loophole when they made a bargain with somebody who then turned around to get embraced. And now they're just trying to turn around, 3,000 years later to collect on a soul that's been dead for how long?
Who was the soul that they were chasing?
This woman who, I don't even know her. My avatar doesn't even know her. But apparently she was an old Italian woman, which back then was Roman.
Something about her name being Sybil, right?
He nods.
So that's why they're looking for the keys to get to that old vamp soul.
Mm-hmm.
But vampires have no souls while they're vampires.
Vampires have souls. If
They have souls.
if we are turned into them, our avatar is shredded and is disconnected from our souls.
I always thought it was
No, our avatars are shredded. So this Dr. Reagan gave up on her life, allowed this demon to come into it, and now is possessed by him.
So the demon's tethered to the body. So we get the demon out of the body. Problem solved.
How do you get a demon out of a body?
Bind it to something else.
How do you bind a demon to something else?
You look at the Thanos and beg.
I understand that is my skill set, and I don't know if even I'm powerful enough on my own to do that.
That's the problem. Well, that and also you have to remember the demon is now part of that person's dead soul.
So, assuming, no, not assuming, because clearly Old Testament is right. The lake of fire is probably a real thing. So, would it be easier just to try to cast that soul into the lake of fire, or what's remaining of it, to kind of drag him into his own damnation, or her own damnation, or its own damnation?
They're already damned.
No, but let me rephrase. So it's tied to that person's soul, what remains of the soul.
Mm-hmm.
What about the rest of it?
What do you mean, what about the rest of what? The demon or the person?
The person's soul.
Person's gone.
So nothing could remain.
If it is, there are very, very little, and you have to remember, whatever we punish the body with, and that demon leaves, that's what that person is going to have to deal with.
I'm thinking with something a little bit darker.
How darker?
Now, demons using what's left of that soul.
Mhm.
What's left of it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any chance that there's any soul that's tied to the body, like the part of the soul that actually died?
That I don't know. I've only fought them. I've only fought them. Sometimes they leave slivers in them so that they can read, kind of like a back door. Kind of like what hackers do.
What I'm saying is, what if we pulled back door and actually kill the doctor completely? Could that body still be...
Used? Yes.
Got nothing then?
Well, you have to kill the demon. That's where sword comes out.
Yeah. I mean, you did tons of damage, but...
Not enough. I was close, but if I was able to put my sword through, and before he finishes what he's going to say, the waiter comes in, puts the wine down, makes sure it's uncorked and everything for him, and then he starts to lay out all the food. And Nerdy and Mel get her, Minerva and Mel get their food, you get yours, and it's like the first part, part of his dinner is coming. So he waits until the guy leaves, and he goes, well, you know what, I think it's more of, if I was to put my sword through them, that's the holy righteousness, and I can have cast them back into perdition.
Where they belong. When the stuff comes out, I want to subtly check for foreign agents, if you get my drift.
Oh yeah, no, the food's 100% normal.
Okay. Just paranoia at this point. It's kind of like we just had to run in with the demon, and now we're just nonchalantly having like a fucking 4-course meal on a rooftop. Shit
Well-
don't make sense to
Well,
Mario.
that's fine because he watches you, and he just chuckles and says, the reason why I picked this is because I know that the demon wouldn't think of us going to something like this after dealing with them. They look at the McDonald's, the Burger Kings, anything quick, fast to get food. Not that we would actually be sitting and waiting on food to come to us.
That's fair.
Not to mention, McDonald's is horrible for my stomach.
Yeah.
As he
Processed.
cuts up and puts a big, huge thing of meat in his mouth. And he goes, regardless of what happens, we have to figure out how to handle this and what they're actually going after and why are they going after this. I mean, it's killing a person just because of some deal breaking. I don't think that's really our problem, but we're being dragged into it.
Yeah, and since we're being drugged into it, we need to handle it.
Right.
I mean, that's the bottom line. Because if we don't, innocent people will get hurt.
Correct.
So, trick one would be to figure out how to handle the demon.
Mm-hmm.
Once we know that, we can use what we learned to extract whatever information we need.
While this is going on, while Mish and Shaggy are talking, the food has already been delivered to Minerva. So you know, and Mel's starting to eat it and stuff. So, you know what? We're at the 2:30 mark, or almost the 2:30 mark. Let's take a 7-minute break, and we'll be right back. So just hang on, and we'll be right back. And we're gonna play the Hey, Jasera! You can can barely
Hear me?
That is something I can't control.
I can control that, though. Give me a minute. I think I can control that. I have no idea. My microphone's at max. Let me just move it in closer. Is this any better?
I think it is. All right, we'll work on that, and we'll be back in just a bit, okay? Thanks so much.
Is this better? Is this better? I need a yes or no.
Also, hi, Nerdy and Mystic. Yes, apparently he's waving, so I think it is okay. All right, we're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be back shortly. I'm your storyteller, Junior Von Esch, and I'm going to let the vampires introduce themselves.
We doing age or beauty first?
Either way, that makes me.
We can make it out of fic. It doesn't have to smile anymore. I'm kind of a whore, and what a fucking dick. I kinda made you sad, and I feel real bad. Just open the fucking door.
One site.
Did she explain what the technocracy is?
Nope.
Bunch of nerdy mages that have hard on for reading.
Oh yeah, that.
Kind of.
Basically like you.
Gwen falls over laughing. Artemis falls over laughing. The tape falls over laughing. We burned the table.
I'm like actually doing this in character.
Just gonna say, hog in the back, up towards Gwen.
No, bacon in the back seat.
No. Yeah, bitch. No.
Yeah, it takes one to know one.
There's a Harley. Should we describe what we're doing?
No, I'm telling you what you're doing first.
Okay.
I am being God for the moment. Hey, Rocket.
Okay, I apologize, God.
Hi, everyone. I am God.
Bow before our storyteller.
I'm gonna bend the knee.
Actually gonna do it.
Bang boners from happening, because that was kind of awkward.
Why do you think we've had to redo your entire world in case that happens?
No, but how do you stop it? Is what I'm asking. I don't care about what you've done about it.
Practice.
Fuck. Unseat my seatbelt and get out and say, "Get Victoria home," and I dip out of the car.
you doing? I jump out of the car too. No.
Child safety locks. Fuck you.
I'm in the front seat. They don't have
I
to
know. I know. You would think.
Nope, I have
What's
that
just
too.
like the fuck?
What just happened? No one knows. What is Melky thinking?
No, what's Toreador thinking?
Serially.
Totally shown by the fact that you just said serially.
Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You can clearly fucking see it. You okay there, Junie?
No,
You got a
she's
hole in your
not.
lip.
She's
You got a
dying.
hole in your nose. You got 2 holes in your nose.
Can I take
Okay,
stairs?
what floor is my room on? Because I have a room key.
You have a room key and it's a penthouse.
Whoa. Okay,
So
let me make a note.
Take and I kiss and I use premonition.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You asshole!
You should have seen this coming.
I had considered not doing it just to throw everyone off.
Hi,
But
buddy.
Friends aren't friends? I thought they were food. So when Gwen will be in, she'll be
Meals on wheels. Fuck. Sorry. I couldn't resist. Meals on wheels. And you know, if they're cold, they're meals on the rocks.
Which is
Oh
what I take.
God! No. So I kind of am changing the music a little bit. Un momento.
Dunce, 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 dunce. Dunce, 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 dunce.
Fuck you!
The system is down, 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 down.
Can I retract my statement about the music in the club being pumping?
The reasons that you have a microwave.
mages are in my microwave.
Mages are in your microwave. No, let him believe it. It's easier. Mages are in his microwave.
Fine.
Artemis, we need to get rid of the microwave. Got second I've ever seen Zenims.
There's
However,
no way I lived through that. There's no way.
does she come with an off button? Really? Does she come with an off button?
You know?
So Stacy said, I think the story is that we want his wife.
Wait, what?
What?
Yes! Yes!
Alright,
Yes,
you
Space!
breathe or copy and paste it so I can read. Because I'm clearly the only one not laughing here.
No, I also don't know what's going on.
Hold
Bad
on.
things to mediocre people.
Wait, hold on. I can only do one thing at once.
You want to see how it's done? I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna put my 3 fingers in between
When
and
he can
use
touch the
premonition.
tree, I run up and do it again on that tree before he can touch the tree.
I will punch you square in your fucking vision eye.
No, if he can-
Successes! How many?
I don't know if he can sense that he's doing it. Is Junie on the floor? Junie must be on the floor.
No, she walked out.
Oh, I can show you the world! Oh,
she
fuck!
loves my keen eye. She's gonna love this shit. Oh my god.
Shit. I hate you. They did. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Breathe, breathe.
I got my. She bought me Starbucks. So anyhow,
What is it? Is it your normal? She add anything to it?
Cocaine.
She can't.
Oh.
So they're out doing bro things.
So while they're having their bro meal on ice, apparently with artists.
We're bros hunting hoes, okay?
Hey, artists are not. Okay, everyone. Unfortunately, we're having some
technical difficulties. We can't hear Mystic right now, and his thing is kind of gone. So, he's just trying to punch his thing. No.
That was the metallic owl, but
Ow. And he's trying to punch things with his arm. So I am so sorry, you guys. We're going to have to call it today right now. I'm going to pretty much leave it as they are at the dinner, or they're at lunch, they're eating, and they are trying to figure out a plan how to handle the demon. We will probably pick this up next week before we start Vampire. So expect a little bit of a longer session. I'm sorry, guys, but you guys have a great one. I'm actually going to turn around and host Geeky Sundry so you can have more role-playing fun and some great views from there. So, I hope you guys have a great time. Thank you so much for coming in. We love you. You are all fantastic. And we're going to help Mystic find out what's wrong with his mic. Take care, everyone. Have a great one.